first and foremost, the consultation that I do with families, we go to the space for free. We just do an hour consultation where we can actually see the space, because as you can imagine, everyone has a different idea of how much stuff they have, right? So, and to be totally honest, people are like, my mom's a hoarder. And I'm like, well, just hold on. And then I go and I look and I'm like, your mom's not a hoarder. She's just from the Depression era and she has kept lots of things. She's a collector of things. It varies. Or I have people that call me and they're like, I don't want you to see my space. I'm so embarrassed. And usually those people, they don't have that much stuff. They're like super clean freaks and it's totally great. So the consultation is so important because not only is it free, but it really gives me a sense, because we charge hourly for our time. So, and that's why we charge hourly. I have prospective clients that'll call, that'll say, I have a 1,000 square feet basement. How much will this cost? And I'm like, how much is it? Floor to ceiling? Is it minimal? Can you see the floor? Like, everybody's different, if we have the resources that everything's donatable, we'll make that all happen. So we charge hourly for our time plus our vehicle and supply usage. We do direct bill back on. But if it's all junk and it really has not been loved and should not really be, we don't want to take donations, for example, that someone wouldn't be able to keep their dignity. They're like, oh, one person's trash is another person's treasure. I disagree with that. I think that humans deserve to feel loved no matter where they're at in life. And I'm not going to give something that's been totally destroyed as an end table by a dog or a cat or whatever and hand that over to a donation center and expect them to be able to sell that. I don't think that's fair. So, if a junk removal company, for example, needed to be contacted, that's less of our time and it's usually more efficient. The cost can really vary, Amy. It is so hard. People are like, oh, it's going to cost an arm and a leg, well, yeah, sometimes it has been expensive. And that's really hard for people too, because I understand that they're paying us to remove something that they paid for. And that is tough on people, but it's really important, again, to kind of do the right thing and not just leave it for the next person, for example. That's not okay either.